MMA fans really need to start respecting Ian Machado Garry. Okay. They really do. They need to start giving him credit for his wins. He's not that bad of a guy. Is he a bit cringe? Yes. He's very cringe very often. Alright, but behind all that cringe, he's a nice guy. He's a great dad. He's a family man. He's a good example for his kid. And he's a good example for everyone. Okay, well, bit of a weird relationship dynamic. But each to their own, I guess. But I saw this video that Ian Garry posted. He went up to Carlos Prates backstage, had a nice little interaction. I don't know how people can still well, I do because he's cringe, but really hate Garry. I don't see any reason to hate him. You can say his fight style's boring. I'll be honest, the first half of the fight was quite boring. But even Garry picked it up in the second half, rocked Prates, was landing some nice combinations and some nice head kicks, just really piecing Prates up on the feet. Okay? It was a good fight. It was a good fight. But we're going to listen to this little interaction here. Okay? And then we're just going to go into the build-up. Because a lot was said from Garry. People take it too seriously, though. This is the thing with MMA fans. They take shit too seriously. Let's get into this first, though. Ian Garry going up to Carlos Prates backstage.
Você é sinistro. Você tem um coração muito grande. Não, mano,
But Jonah, I feel you're gonna see each other again, maybe for the title.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
Puta que pariu, mano. Tem força de mão. Eu falo com você. Quero ajuda, vai em cima. Eu volto ao Brasil, você precisa de minha ajuda, vamos lá. Você é brasileiro e eu quero ver tudo brasileiros vai em cima.
Just a great interaction. Just a great interaction. And you know what? People don't realize how difficult it really is to fluently learn a second language. A lot of foreign fighters, learn English so that they can speak to the, wider audience of MMA, UFC, all that stuff. A lot of foreign fighters learn English. Not a lot of English fighters learn a different language, though. Ian's learned Portuguese so he can actually communicate with the Brazilians that he trains with, that he lives over there now, I'm pretty sure, or he at least trains there. So he's decided, I'm going to learn Portuguese so I can actually speak to these people in their foreign tongue, in their country. It's commendable. It is commendable. It's just a little bit of respect. All right, that not a lot of other fighters would even do. They just wouldn't do it, and it's cool to see. And Ian Garry, and I know what people are going to say. Ian Garry, he's trying to lil bro Carlos by saying that I'll help you get to the top, lil bro. Like, no, Carlos clearly needs to work on his game. He has a lot of learning to do. He's still new to this level of competition, and it really showed in the fight. Ian's just offering to just train with him and just help him out. Decent guy. I really like this interaction. But now people are going to say, why? Hold on a minute. Ian was talking all that smack, all that shit in the build-up. What happened to all that nonsense, huh? He was saying a lot of delusional stuff. Like he's more Brazilian than Prates, because Prates smokes American cigarettes and drinks bloody whatever whiskey, Irish whiskey or whatever. And, he's a quitter, he's this, he's that. And people were like, God, this guy's delusional. He don't know what he's talking about. He's going to get slept on the weekend. I hope he gets slept. He's building a fight up, man. It's trash talk. If this was anyone else, if this wasn't Ian Garry saying all this trash talk, no one would have an issue with it. They'd just say, oh, yeah, look at this. This hypes up the fight because now there's tension. Now there's tension there. Hell yeah, this is going to be awesome. But because it's Ian Garry, oh, he's so delusional and cringe, I hate him. And is he delusional? Yeah. Is he cringe? Yeah. Is it entertaining? Very. Does it build the fight up? Yes. I was a lot more invested I mean, I was excited for the fight anyway, but I was a lot more invested in the fight after seeing Ian Garry's comments about Prates and about where he thinks he stacks up in the division, saying that if he wins this fight, he's going to be next in line for a title shot, which he's actually the backup for, which I think is crazy. He shouldn't be the backup fighter for Bilal JDM. It should be Brady at least. You know, I don't know why Ian Garry... Well, it's probably because he's done the UFC 2 favours now, saved 2 events, so they're probably just repaying him back, whatever. Fair enough, right? Yes, he was delusional, but it builds hype for the fight. I mean, why was everyone so excited to see Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva? Same reason. All the trash talk, the hype, the animosity, the tension, the build-up. If that fight was just Gene Silva taking on the gatekeeper Bryce Mitchell to try and get in the rankings, yeah, we'd be excited because it's Gene Silva, but would we be as excited? No. Everyone turned on Gene Silva and was rooting for Bryce, hoping for Gene Silva to get humbled. Everyone was pumped for it. Apart from me. I picked Gene Silva to knock him out. Don't know why anyone switched the pick, by the way, to Bryce Mitchell. It's crazy. The main reason everyone was excited for all that fight was because of the drama. Ian was creating drama to get people hyped up, and it worked. Everyone wanted to see him lose. Everyone wanted to see him. Everyone was tuning in for Prates to knock out Ian Garry and humble him and knock him down a peg or two. That is what building a fight is all about. A heel and a baby face. That's what it's about. You know? That's all he was doing. And we need to start respecting Ian Garry, because this is twice now he stepped up on 2 weeks' notice to save a card. Who does that? Who else does that? I can't think of anyone that does that. Past 2 fights have been on 2 weeks' notice, and now he's gonna and now he's the backup fight for the world title on 2 weeks' notice. Like, what? Who does that? No one does that. Ian Garry does that. Is he a soy boy cook? Maybe. Is he a savage in the cage? Absolutely. Has he got... No, he's the real Lionheart. Fuck Anthony Smith. He's the Lionheart. Alright, is he the future? Maybe. Maybe. I just think MMA fans need to really start respecting this man. Yes, he's cringe, but you know what? A lot of fighters are cringe. A lot of them are cringe. We just like certain fighters over the other. You know, Yuri. I love Yuri so much. I really love him. But if he wasn't so likable, people would call him cringe. People would call him cringe. They'd be like, this guy's a tryhard. He's not a real samurai. He doesn't live that life. He's just a tryhard. He's just trying to be quirky. But because he's likable, people are like, oh, he's so cool. What if Ian Garry did everything Yuri Prohaska was doing? Everyone would rinse him. They'd say, Ian Garry's so cringe. He's a loser. He's a goon. Right? He's corny. You know? It's because people don't like him. That's pretty much it. But we need to start putting some respect on Gary's name. What I did after the Shavkat fight, well, even before the Shavkat fight, when he accepted the Shavkat fight on 2 weeks' notice, I made a video back then saying he deserves respect. And if this fight doesn't do it for you, then I hate using this word. I do. But you're just a hater, bro. Like, you're just a hater. That's the only explanation I can think of. You're just a straight hater. That's it. I don't know what you guys think about Ian Garry. Like, subscribe. Links down below. Till next time. I'll see you in a bit.